Water taste test, and along with my colleague Bill Simpson, with assistance from Michael Preston, and perhaps with Keegan. I don't see Keegan, but he may come and help us before this is over with. I may have to MC again next year because that will be number 20, which is a much bigger number, and I like big numbers to do business with. We have entrees from all over the United States. And it is my understanding that this is the biggest and most competitive field we've ever had. At this prestigious competition is going to get even bigger and bigger. All of our water systems, districts, and regions are proud of the job they do to serve their customers good, safe, and reliable water that tastes great. And this competition brings out that pride. Every one of our contestants are here today are winners. They have won their state award for the best water and now are competing on the national level. So let's let the games begin. The field has been narrowed down today to 5 systems. This was a very hard process, but it had to be done. When we have 3 distinguished judges here today to make the final decision. Now, these judges are overqualified for the job because that is how we do things at Rural Water. We get the best and then work hard, except for a few deadbeats that we have in our midst. The judges will weigh the water based on 3 qualities: clarity, taste, and bouquet. Now, for those of you like Bill Simpson that doesn't know what bouquet means, that means whether it stinks or not. Or better said, smells good. Matt had to tell me how to spell bouquet, and me getting culture advice from him tells you what kind of shape y'all are in around here. Now, to our judges, I'm going to call them up. Preston is going to put the lab robe on. I don't know if it's a robe jacket on. We're going to start right here on this end. Preston, this one. We rehearsed this. Our first judge is Claudette Fernandez. Claudette, would you come on up? This is a very special moment. Please. Our second judge is Kevin Bailey. Come on up here, Kevin. And third but not least, last but not least, Sarah Tyree. Now, I'm very excited about these judges, and our first one, Claudette Fernandez, was raised in a military family, and she's traveled all over and considers this area home, Maryland. She went to college down in Valdosta, Georgia, and had an engineering degree from here at George Washington University. Claudette is now the Assistant Administrator for Water and Environmental Programs at the Rural Utilities Service. And she's hit the ground running because of her background. She brings 15 years of community development experience to her new role. She has held various leadership positions with USDA Rural Development and the Cooperative Service since 2014. And before that, which is a very important place where she had training and learned in a very critical role at the Federal Emergency Management Agency. So that's really helped us a lot as we're working with Puerto Rico and working through the things we do. And Rural Water has been bringing our expertise for our state, sending different people to Puerto Rico, and we've been following Claudette's lead in that. So, and as far as here, she's worked with numerous areas and with water and other areas, so she'll be a perfect judge for us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, our next judge is Kevin Bailey. He's a very important person in the water world and in rural development and rural America in general. He's a professional staff member of the Senate Committee on Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry, working for Ranking Member Stabenow. Kevin is the lead policy staff for rural development and energy policy portfolios. Now, prior to joining the Ag Committee staff, he had several positions down at USDA since 2011, and most recently as Senior Advisor for the Rural Utilities Service. Now, while at the Department of Agriculture, Bailey focused primarily on rural development and managing the Secretary's efforts around White House Rural Council. Additionally, Kevin worked for the White House Domestic Policy Council, handling agriculture and immigration issues. So, very important person to have here on the stage. He's from Iowa, a graduate of University of Kansas, and his great background will be a solid person to work with us on the Farm Bill coming up this year. So, thank you for being here, Kevin. Now, Sarah Tyree is Vice President of Policy and Public Affairs and is based in the CoBank's Washington office. And with more than 26 years of experience in rural development and agriculture policy, Sarah provides a seasoned perspective on issues impacting the rural America. Her first experience with rural water systems came in the late 1990s when she worked for the Department of Agriculture of Missouri. When she focused on working with 76 small drinking water reservoirs, and that gives her experience in the area that we're working in and being able to test our water today. She directs CoBank's local food and urban agriculture projects. She holds a BA in Foreign Affairs from the University of Virginia and serves as chairman of the board of DC Central Kitchen and the Campus Kitchen Project. Very important programs that we need here in the capital area. And besides all that, Sarah's just a wonderful person. Thank you for being here. Now, y'all just look at this panel. If that ain't a thorn between two roses, I've never seen one.
Keith?
Claudette, let's bring it on. Let's get the testing started. Wherever. There they come.
There's no music? There's no dun-da-da-da?
Dun-da-da-da! Again, we didn't. The judge is now just down to 5 groups, 5 contestants, and they're going to be testing these, and so we're excited. We have mics with the judges, so if y'all have some comments you'd like to make, and you can do that. We also have some crackers to clean your palate if you need to clean your palate, so have at it. Clarity, stink, and bouquet and taste.
Look at it.
Look at it.
Smell it.
I guess we're supposed to
Smell it.
and
And
smell
then
like
taste it.
wine.
Okay.
And taste it.
It's a water sommelier.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty music.
I'm glad we don't have to rank it as far as the type of mineral undertones that you have with the various waters. Like with wine, is it a mineral-y
That's
type of
right.
wine?
I've always found water better when it's just a splash and some scotch.
Yeah.
I need another try.
You know, when I was growing growing up in Mississippi, I grew up on a water well. And we had some great water on our water well, but things started going south on it. And we had hardly any water systems in Noxubee County. All right, we're done with that one?
Yeah.
It's a strong first showing. That was good.
That was pretty good.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Right,
I
now the-
wanted to drink all of it, but I know there's 4 more glasses to
There's 4
come.
more. You're doing a beautiful job there, bringing the water out.
Your very own Vanna White.
Yeah, Vanna White, our own. So I grew up on this, Noxubee County had no water systems in it. Everybody's well water, and things started going south. And when I went to work for Senator Cochran in 1979, miraculously, water systems popped up all over Noxubee County. So we have some great water systems in Noxubee County, and it's due to working with the Mississippi Rural Water Association and working with the national that we were able to get that done. So it's going way back into the 80s that we were involved in Mississippi increasing all this. You know, while we're doing the testing, I would like to say, besides Claudette, we also have some other people from USDA here, and I'd like to recognize Kent and Kathy. Would y'all please stand? Thank y'all. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without y'all, so thank you.
Great.
We're at number 3 now.
Number 3.
That's good.
Now, Keith, has there been a state that's brought home the most titles in this competition, or do we know that?
Hell, this is the first time I've been here.
Bill?
That's great. Well,
Does anybody know the answer to that question? I think Mississippi.
Voting's rigged on that, I think.
well, the first time I learned about rural water was when I started dating my husband. And he told me when he grew up on cistern water. And I was like, what's a cistern? And finally, his father decided, they live in a suburb now of Kansas City, but at the time it was fairly rural. And his father went door to door and started up a rural water district. And one of Randy's first jobs when he was in high school was helping dig the ditches. So he feels a very personal connection to the rural water district out there in Blue Springs. So.
Oh, that's a great story. Kevin, you got one better?
Set a high bar, sir.
Sorry, I should really push it more. Yeah.
This number 4 coming up.
It's number 4.
How is it packaged when people send it to you guys? Is it in a gallon? Is it in a bottle?
It's the first time I've ever done this.
Thank you.
Or it just magically appear in a glass?
Yeah.
Did y'all know that one small drink from a faucet can wastes as much as 34 gallons of water a day? Human bones are 31% water. Bill Simpson gave me this. Oh.
Job opening.
Just pour it in another glass. Don't worry about the... More than half the water used in a home is used in the bathroom. They haven't been to my house. We use a little bit more than that. saw one fun one I can't find. Of all the water on Earth, only 2.5% is fresh water. Y'all don't have much to work with. Number five.
People say that, the water that they grew up on is the water that they love. And I had the pleasure of taking my grandmother back to where she grew up a couple years ago. She grew up in Penn Springs, West Virginia. And I had heard all my life about how great the water was in Penn Springs. So we had a great visit, went back, saw the old home and, all these great memories. And we went to the park where they still have the, water faucet or a fountain for Penn Springs. And she was so excited. She's like, I can't wait for you to taste this water. I'm like, fantastic. And we had water bottles in the car. She starts filling up the water. It was sulfur water. But by golly, she was so happy because that was the best tasting water for her. I wasn't sure if I'd ever get the smell out of the car. But that was a great time.
I don't know about you, Sarah, but where I grew up, there's no way I would want those water. I love the water here, and thanks to these guys for making the water taste better, for sure.
All right, the last one. Good one.
All right.
Similar for all of them.
What do y'all think?
Strong showing this year.
Yeah, they're all good water.
When does the wine come out? That's the...
The scotch is in a little while. As soon as these guys go back to the hill. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
A round of applause for them.
Oh, sorry.
Touch all your glasses
All right.
together.
Oh, right here. Okay.
You guys got
There
it.
you go, right here. Good.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I ran out of things to talk about yesterday.
Oh, we can't wait for one. What's the next step?
You tally these up.
Well, we have the, let me get back on track here. Now, what's going on right now is our accounting firm, Claudette and Atwood, is doing the analysis and counting. And now's the time to announce the five panelists, the finalists for the day, that the final three will be chosen from this five. Thank you for the prompt. I forgot to keep going. We have Powashik Water Association from Iowa. There you are over here. Did I pronounce it right? Good. Thank you. From Louisiana, we have the St. Martin Parish Waterworks, District Number 3. From Maryland, we have the City of Salisbury Water Plant. I couldn't pronounce, is it Paleo or Paleo? It's the City of Salisbury Paleo Water Plant. From North Dakota, the Southeast Water Users District. And from Wisconsin, the Arcadia Water Utility.
All right.
Now I tell you, this is a huge honor for all 5 of these districts and organizations and systems. It's a feat just to get here for all of them. As I said earlier, everybody in the room, every state, every entry was a winner. So congratulations to all of y'all, and now let's just wait and see what happens, who it comes down to the last 3.
We have a winner.
Oh boy.
Is there a drum roll? Simpson?
Oh shoot, I forgot to ask Steve Fletcher up here, my president. It's not good to forget your president when... What we'll do is call y'all up. President Fletcher will present the awards to you, and we'll have a photograph, and then go back and we'll go to the next one. So, hey, Claudette.
I feel really
I just wanted to be totally sure. I didn't want to do like whatever he did at the Oscars one time, called up the wrong person. So the winner of the bronze, coming in number 3, the Southeast Water Users District from North Dakota. Where you want them to do this?
Well, I'm not from Southeast, but I am from North Dakota. And if you can imagine, we had a couple people from the system come, but they got snowed in North Dakota and didn't get to make it out, so I'm sure they would be very happy. So thank you very much.
Eric and the North Dakota folks had a big contingency here this week, and it was great to have. I know Senator Hoeven was really excited about it, and he did a great job speaking, so thank you for helping us get him here yesterday. So now we're to the silver. And the silver goes to the City of Salisbury Paleo Water Plant. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And for the gold, number 1, the best tasting water in the United States of America goes to Arcadia Water Utility. Arcadia, Wisconsin.
Oh.
in the order in which you said it. I'm not sure if that was... Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now the $20 bill that you get. Very good. Whoopsie. Thank you.
I like to like each other.
guess if any of the contestants would like to come up and have a picture taken, another one with the judges or something like that, that would be a nice thing to do. And it's been a wonderful day. It's been great being here. And let's just go drink a bunch of water. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. Good, thank you. Appreciate that.
They march you for life.
The judge.
What?
I wish I could give it to you. No. No, you don't.
Come on.
You want the track?
But the badge is for them?
Badger for next up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. You know, if they don't tweet it, then it actually exists, you know.